Rise and Shine, November the 24th. We are here. It is Thanksgiving week. Hope you're having a great morning. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. And as the song goes, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Weather-wise, it's going to be time to decorate, get everything ready to go. Look at where we are headed this week. With a Wednesday temperature of 84 degrees, we enjoy the warmth. Then by Thursday, Thanksgiving, temperatures top off in the mid 70s, and we only make it into the upper 60s for Black Friday. So we've got some changes to track. And of course, I've got you covered. We'll be tracking all of those changes in just a couple of minutes' time. But first, good morning to you. Rise and shine. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning, and this is Coffee Talk, where not only do we talk about the weather, we try to enjoy each other's company as well. This morning, our Tower Cam network is looking just beautiful. We have noticed a bit of haze in some spots, not too bad, but a little bit of haze here or there. The visibility numbers around Central Florida have been running the lowest in our southwestern areas. And what's interesting is our southern areas and our western areas are exactly where dense fog advisories are actually posted. That goes until 9 or 10 a.m., depending on exact locations. But here's those visibility numbers, and anything less than 10 is a little bit of haze. But you notice there, Leesburg, Claremont, Winter Haven, those visibilities are even lower, and that's where we've got some of that actual fog. It's not thick, but it's there. So it's at least worth mentioning, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. It's not a bad morning at all. Temperatures out the door feeling very, very comfortable. 60s for most of us. We're into the lower 70s as well. And looking ahead at the day, we'll, excuse me, bring those temperatures up. 80 degrees by noon today, 82 degrees will be our high temperature on the day today. So we're looking good next couple of days on our 7-day forecast, showing that the temperatures are going to remain nice and warm. Today, 82, tomorrow it's 83. Do notice Wednesday, 84 degrees, and then there you go, dropping off for our Thursday and our Friday. So there is going to be a definitive change later this week. Nicole says we have a lot of fog here in Lakeland. Yes, indeed. You're under a dense fog advisory. You're absolutely tracking some of it. Yep, Mickey over on YouTube. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a great start to the day. Hey, Terry, happy Monday to you. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. So, when we look at the week, essentially, we're starting the week off nice and warm, but we're ending the week with toasty sunshine. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those transitionary weeks. So let's talk about this, okay? Let's kind of get into the meat and potatoes, the overall surface map. We're starting off in this warm air pattern right now, but all the way out to Texas, there's already that cold front starting to gear up. As that front, the low is going to push up to the Great Lakes, which will, excuse me, which will eventually drag down some winter stuff into the Great Lakes, some snow and all that fun stuff. But it's going to drag some of the colder air down. And then notice Tuesday into Wednesday, there's that Jack Nicholson, that GIF where he's like, yes, yes, Wednesday into Thursday, yes. That cold front drives south and it arrives right in time for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's going to be a really nice one. Now, when we look at the models, both models are showing a consistent drop in temperatures. And this, I made this for TV. This is the raw model data. I didn't put in the 60, so this is still the 00Z model, but it's good enough. Showing the drop off in temperatures. GFS is 68, Euro is 64. So we're definitely there. We're definitely showing that drop off. One thing though, I wanted to point out, let's go to the raw model data outward. And again, 6Z I didn't get in there. So this is just the 0Z. But notice, if you will, okay, that in addition now, and again, computer models are guidance, not gospel. This is one run of one model. But notice we've got that cold front for Thanksgiving, but it's also kind of hinting around the 6th that there could be another front. European model. Let's dial in and see what it says. Not as strong of a signal, but around the 6th, it's showing a variety of temperatures. So there may be a weak front coming, but either way, we've at least got this one. And so we can celebrate this front and enjoy the impacts of this front. So there you go. Not looking too bad. Tim says, "You're getting so fancy with that new model graphic." Well, once we've got the data, then we can do the things with it. I like to be fancy. Also, because of new computer graphics package, like there's only one Thanksgiving background. So like now I want to go and make like five more because I just needed to get through and get one in. But now that it's in, I'm like, I need to make like five Thanksgivings. I need to make like 10 Christmas backgrounds. So it's like once you get something going, you can go and go and go and go. And it's funny because Manalfi's been building out the new graphics package. I built like the templates, and he's been going in and just versioning stuff out. And so I just laugh when I see some of the graphics that are being built. Like Manalfi took and built this one. And it's just like, well, we don't need to talk about tropical storm versus subtropical storm, but Manalfi's going through and he's building out all the different templates and all that fun stuff. So anyway, when you do a new graphics package, there's a lot of work that goes into it, right? So anyway, there's that. Allison says, creating graphics is a rabbit hole that I go down frequently. I like it, but yeah. Frank says you need one with a family fighting over a table. Probably. But also there's like these are themed backgrounds. So you kind of go for a more utopian mentality because Frank, you don't want to hope that people are fighting over a table. But I see your point. I see your point. So anyway, we've got that cold front. So let's do this then. Let's dial in just a little bit, okay? Let's look at our Thanksgiving Day forecast. Again, same background. I need to make more. I'll get more done. I'll get more done. But for now, same background. Um, Cooler in the afternoon. So what it looks like right now is the morning we'll have a few showers, and then into the afternoon, the showers will clear. The temperatures just are not going to climb. Tim says it's sounding like you need to visit an ENT. Why are you saying that, Tim? So yeah, at the moment, it's looking like the morning is going to be the time frame for the showers. Okay, so that's going to be our Thanksgiving. Look at our Black Friday forecast. Okay. Now, when I made this, I did shopping bags, but I was also like, maybe I just put Amazon.com as the background for this one. I don't know. Anyway, Black Friday, and I don't know why Manalfi did the Altamont Mall. And also, it's like doors open at 7 a.m., 9 a.m. to 9. What? Hold on. Let's do this. Manalfi, you goofball. We don't need that. You up, you down. I'm just like eyeballing this just to get this. One, two, three. We'll move you up. That's fine. Okay. That way, at least it's like we don't. It just occurred to me, like it said, the Altamont Mall opened up at 9 a.m. and then doors open. Like, no, we needed to get that. So anyway, I'll work on this. For now, this is just a little cleaned up version for Coffee Talk. We'll tweak around, but you get the idea. It's going to be much cooler. So let's look at the forecast temperatures. Okay. First off, for Thursday. Okay. Waking up Thursday morning, 50s and 60s. That's basically where we are right now. Thursday afternoon, okay, it's going to be much cooler than we are right now, with temperatures in the 60s for some of us, lower 70s for most. Then for Friday, this is where the change hits. Look at these numbers. 41 in Ocala. Yeah, like for real. 50 degrees in Orlando. That is a shock to the system. And then high temperatures, 60s, right? Yep. Lower 70s for a couple of spots, but most of us are going to be sitting in that chillier register. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shock to the system. Janice is asking if there are food fights at the Burris table. Frankie, when was the last time we had a food fight? I feel like we've never had a food fight. I don't know. Chris Pierce says it's going to be beautiful Thanksgiving in Central Florida and Black Friday. And what I love, it's funny, when I was making the Black Friday, or when I was making this kind of trend graphic, I was like, you know what? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So why not use the Christmas tree farm background that AI built for me? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's where we're at. We've got some changes to the forecast, and I like it. I like it a lot. There are a lot of porch pirates this time of year. What a thing. Like, what a thing. I know that some people are grumpy. I get that. But, like, that's awful. What societally is like, you know what? I'm entitled to take somebody else's Christmas gifts. Like, where did we go wrong as a society? I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, what's happening here? I have such a. I digress. Kathy Joe says, sorry I'm late. I know detention, meetings. Did we talk about the pesky GFS this morning? We did not. Um, are we going to? I don't even know. Maybe. I don't think that well, we can look. I don't think it showed anything this morning, which makes me laugh for all the people that were hyping. Let's just check. Okay, so it does show something. Yeah. The GFS has a vorticity bias. If you've watched Coffee Talk at all during hurricane season, you know that it loves to do this. The GFS is going to GFS. If we look at the European, it's got like a storm system along a front. That makes sense, but nothing of tropical nature. GFS ensemble. Some members showing something, but even still, not really. They're trying to show something south, but nothing significant and nothing moving our direction. So, when you see hype, just understand A, who's posting hype, and B, can always, what I've learned? I'm definitely in the like getting older version of myself. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean like I'm viewing things very different here in the last year in particular. Um, but I will also say, like, my job, you can get weather information online. Great. My job is to share with you experience and perspective on the data. So just understand when you see people posting about it, what's their motive? Is it to get you to support them and get the clicks and on the shares? Because the people that monetize for hype purposes are going to be the people that are going to post chaos. And what do they say? A lie will get halfway around the world before the truth has an opportunity to put its shoes on. So, to that point, just understand what you're dealing with. Okay. So, yeah, something might form. There have been tropical systems that have formed every month of the year. I don't think it's going to be forming like that. I don't think we're going to have anything big going on here. I think we're going to be tracking cold fronts, which is exactly what we've got on the 7-day forecast there. Tara says, I love getting the information from you. Teach and set the nerves at ease. Well, I appreciate you. It's a very important thing. Mickey says, it's interesting that the BSR has been showing a storm system around the 6th, which is what the GFS was showing something. I think there'll probably be a storm system because if you noticed, the European had a storm system, but it was attached to a front. That makes sense. I think you take the fact that the GFS, and I have to start going and getting ready for my TV hit. If you think, though, can you do me a favor, Leanne? Leanne, hold on. Leanne, can you move that keyboard for me? Can you move the keyboard for me? The keyboard on the
Now, she is beyond thankful for the community coming together to support her in this journey to recovery. If you'd like to find out, you can help and head over to wesh.com.
All right, let's turn our attention to your first warning weather as we bring in meteorologist Eric Burris. This is a great place to be for Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
And we have no snow to
No.
shovel. We don't need coats.
Can you imagine the folks from up north visiting right now or the
Yeah,
Midwest?
yeah.
They are like, this is
Yeah.
amazing.
So there is a colleague that retired from one of our sister stations in New Hampshire, and he's been sending me emails every day,
Like,
just updating from the perspective of somebody visiting from New Hampshire.
yeah.
And every day it's like, man,
Whoa.
guys have it on easy street now.
Yeah.
You know, did we pick a good stretch of weather to come down? But
Yes.
it's true. I mean, look
Yeah.
outside, a little
So
haze.
pretty.
This is great, and no snow in our forecast. We are, though, watching some changes. All right, so we start off the forecast with some warmer temperatures, but then around Thanksgiving, we've got ourselves a cold front, and that cold front will be sliding on in and making some wonderful changes, Florida style. So what that means is we hang out in the 80s these next couple of days. By Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, we'll add in clouds and even a few showers, I think, early in the day. Temperatures will start off comfortable. They're just not going to warm much. And then for Black Friday, if you still go out and do like the actual act of shopping, it's going to be jacket weather. 40s and 50s to wake up, about 68 in the metro, some spots in the mid 60s for daytime highs. And then Florida's going to Florida Saturday, Sunday, returning back on up. So looking at the computer models, both the GFS and the European are consistent in that drop of temperatures. So consistency breeds confidence. We're thinking more and more like we're going to have a nice stretch of cooler temperatures for Thanksgiving. So let's talk temperatures each kind of day part. This is Thursday morning, a few showers, waking up to the 50s and 60s. Not much different than where we are right now. Thursday afternoon, this will be different. Okay. Today's 82. By Thursday afternoon, it's 74 in Orlando, 71 in DeLand, and about 72 degrees in Wildwood. Then for Friday morning, look at this difference. Waking up to 50 in Orlando, 48 in DeLand, 43 here in the Villages, 41 in Ocala, and daytime highs on Friday afternoon in the 60s for just about all of us. For travelers, we've got a bit of a clipper system here, bringing some snow to the Great Lakes, some rain through the Mid-Atlantic, but it's exiting. So travel Wednesday's looking really good. And then Thanksgiving Thursday trending colder for the Big Apple. So I think that the parade is going to be very chill. For us, showers in the morning, then clearing on out. For us now, hey, a little bit of fog in some spots, a little bit of haze, but this is beautiful. Daytona Beach, the Halifax is almost whisper quiet. Temperatures out the door in the 60s and lower 70s. 7-day forecast showing those temperatures climbing tomorrow and Wednesday. Then we take a bit of a tumble for Thanksgiving Thursday into Friday.
Okay, Eric, let's take a look outside here.
Right. So, Mickey, what I was trying to say, thank you, Sid. What I was trying to say before I ended up having to go do the TV thing is I think the GFS is trying to pick up on low pressure. It's just because of its vorticity bias, it's trying to figure its out. It's trying to figure out where it's coming from. So the Euro has an area of low pressure attached to a front in the Gulf, whereas the GFS is like, no, it's got to be tropical. It don't got to be tropical. So that's kind of where we're at there, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Lawrence says, "Gee, oh wow, Lawrence. See, I didn't even think about that. Christmas is 1 month from tomorrow. Have not thought about shopping. I haven't gotten anything for the kids either, at all. Oh man. People seem to like to hear the worst, don't they? Well, Terry, I just feel like you will always know when you see buzzwords like red alert and unprecedented and all these like cold fronts happen during the fall and winter. It's not unprecedented. It's a cold front. That's what we do. That's what the atmosphere does this time of year. So just remember that. Okay? That's all. Just remember that. All right, let's see here. Catching up on comments here. One really has to utilize their indoor voice in the studio at Wesh. Yeah. Yukon's asking, don't the anchors get tired of reading the same news for 6 hours? That's that's part of our business. You got to do the news. Let's see here. Little does TV know he's on. Yeah. We're on TV again. Let's see here. Can't wait for the cool front. The Laura says the actual act of shopping. Oh, you're referring to the comment I made, right? Like, I feel like not a ton of people do the actual act of shopping anymore. I love it. I love going to the mall. The smell, the sights, the people, I don't know. Joey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Love your University of Chris. I just think I'm trying to go like Thanksgiving-esque for the next couple of days. Yeah. Uh, oh wow, Yukon. Christmas 31 days. That's still 9% of the. Thank you for the statistics. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We do not seem to get that nonsense on Facebook very often, or I block them all. Betty, I feel like you had to block them all because it's there. It's definitely there. Yeah. Matt says the mall during Christmas hits different. It does. There's just something magical about it. I still love it. Although I need to be like planning a little bit better than I have in years past. Yeah. Just saying. John says, don't forget to show the BSR. Yes. Okay. All right. We've got a couple of seconds. I can dial it up a little bit. Stand by. And then I've got a couple of weather hits, and then I can definitely dial it up after. But yes, we can. All right. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, the BSR is a fairly non-traditional weather technique that gives us a glimpse ahead at the future. Okay, it's using what's called a teleconnection. Stand by. Fine. It's my calendar because I have to do some like loose math here. All right, so there's the cold fronts coming in for Thanksgiving. Now there's definitely a Gulf low. There's definitely a Gulf low, like a very big signal of a Gulf low. When is that? That's December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. There is a very clear signal of a Gulf low. Do I think it's going to be tropical in nature? No. But there's definitely a Gulf low there. So I do think that there's going to be something to track. Absolutely, absolutely. Nice cold front there. That's the 7th, 8th, 9th. Looks like a good storm system out in the plains. 10th, 11th, 12th. And then after that, we have to switch over. Hit that. We're going to go like way long range. There's a nasty little Gulf low signature there. That's the 15th, 16th, 17th. So mid-month. So definitely looking more active into December. Definitely looking more active. Little storm system kind of crossing by south of us, like a little nor'easter kind of thing, coastal low deal there. 23rd, 24th, 25th. Y'all, this looks like a weak front for Christmas. There's a strong front. It looks like it may be a mild Christmas for now. And with that, I have to get set up for this next TV cut-in. Stand by. Got to get ready for the next TV cut-in. But it looks like it may be maybe a mild Christmas. How much time am I leaving? 15. Roger that. Thank you, my love. You're going to comment on Coffee Talk. You know I would eventually put my earpiece in. All right, stand by, friends. I just like to keep you awake, Sid.
And now it's
That's good.
time for your
Leaving 15.
eastbound or westbound, Lake Mary to Saxon Boulevard. Then also taking a look at westbound State Road 44 to DeBerry Avenue. It's about a 9-minute drive. And also look here along the Met Interstate 5-4 in the city beautiful. Both east and westbound lanes are moving along.
All right, Mayor, it is beautiful outside this morning. You were showing Orlando. There's Daytona Beach. Out the door, 60s and 70s. A little bit of fog here from Ocala to Wildwood and Leesburg. Otherwise, it's a beautiful morning. It's going to be a beautiful day, up to about 82 degrees, 3 p.m. And we're working our way into the mid 80s the next couple of days before turning cooler by Thanksgiving. All right. Thank you, Sid. Jeannie Rowan says, I don't think his suit has a fun liner, but I love the Navy suit. You don't think it has a fun liner? Y'all, I see jellyfish. I see jellyfish. It's got a fun liner. I don't pick boring liners. I don't do it. I don't do it at all. All right, let's see. What's this next weatherhead? I gotta figure out what's next here. Where are we at here? This is 8:30. I gotta like get my situational awareness. All right. Bob Hazen, and then me at the key. All right. Just sneezed my whole soul. Oh my gosh, you just sneezed your whole soul out. Goodness. What a description. Where are we at? We'll do that. Turn you off. You're good. Let's pick another tower cam. We'll go to Port Canaveral. What is that? That's the Disney Wish. That's the Disney Wish. Okay, perfect. All right, we're set. That doesn't look like a jellyfish? Here, maybe see at the bottom. It's a jellyfish. It's a jellyfish. It's a jellyfish. So anyway, all right, I wanted to go. All right, let me do this weather hit and then we'll go back to the BSR. I really want to look at Christmas closer. So stand by. All right, we've got a Bob Hazen line. I could do whatever you need, Sid. 45, you got it. Intergalactic. Intergalactic jellyfish. That's right. All right. One more weather hit and then what? Starting at the, of course, I'm starting at the disco because that's the easiest thing to do with a laptop. That's okay. Listen, Sydney, all I'm saying is during hurricane coverage, we consider coffee talk during hurricane coverage.
Away from here, we also saw Bruce out here from code enforcement. I did see traffic, but now there's one traffic, about 1.5 hours as well. Detectives have been out here for hours and this.
Say hi, everybody.
I couldn't tell the gunfire or confirm anything about the person that Eric's killed, and we're working to find out what he had in custody. Yes. Oh, the students meeting. And I'm looking for like give these behaviors around flower braids. Drop by reports County live in the line. Easy question.
Just before 8:31, let's turn our attention to first morning meteorologist Eric Burris because we've seen reduced visibility. There's still a couple of spots dealing with that fog and haze, but it's improving.
It is, yeah. So like Ocala's down to 2 miles, but like Winter Haven, it sat at a quarter-mile for a while. They're up to 5. So think of it like this: it's hazy. Okay,
Yeah.
some spots a little hazier than others, but it's not like it's 0 visibility. So we're gonna be okay. Don't you worry. As a matter of fact, here's a live look outside. Oh, is it beautiful at Port Canaveral? That's the Disney Wish import, along with 3 other cruise ships. It's going to be a great day to explore our area coastline or the attractions. Whatever your plans are, I think you're going to be doing just fine. Here's a look at temperatures around town. 69 now in Orlando, 64 Daytona Beach. It's 67 degrees in Palm Bay. And the forecast today brings us into the 80s for the inland spots, 70s for the metro. And once the patchy fog burns off, it's nothing but warm sunshine. It's going to be a great day ahead. Let's discuss when I see it coming up in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so thank you, Sid. All right, so I want to really look at the BSR. Now, of course, we're like a month out. So understand it is a teleconnection It is not. It is not a forecast. It is just kind of a glance ahead. Okay, I need you to understand that. Let's see here, we're getting carried around like that clicker. Marquise going to break when he does the flip. One of the clickers is broken. I don't know if it's Marquise. I'm not going to blame him, but it was skipping all around this morning, doing all kinds of fakakta stuff. All right, so let's come back here. Want to really look.
Yeah, take a look here at some of the injuries that she has. Now that woman is forced to get a rabies shot. And you may
All right, so this is this. So that's December 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Warm. Y'all, I think Christmas is going to be warm this year. I think Christmas is going to be warm. I think Christmas is going to be warm. Sorry to tell you. I think Christmas is going to be warm. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a warm Christmas for us. I checked. I double checked. It's warm. There you go. At least as the pattern stands right now. It can and will probably change, but that's what we're looking at for right now. So there you go. It's looking warm. But it's Thanksgiving week, so let's see. I love this. I say that, and then Linda and Jeannie are like, how warm? It's not a forecast. It's looking at patterns. That far out, it's looking at patterns. We're not talking how warm. I just mean it's not going to be a cold one. That's all. Okay. I love that. How wait, how warm? How warm it's gonna be? No, we can't do that just yet. So sorry about that. Oh well. We'll be tracking it. We'll be tracking it. All right. I love that though. Wait, how warm? All right. All right. Questions, comments, concerns about this week. This is a forecast. How we doing? Mickey Smith is asking severe weather possibly with that Gulf low. Could be. Pattern recognition is all the BSR does. That's all it does. Yukon says, I don't own an ugly sweater, just t-shirts. Get one. Maybe you get one. Right? All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Are we good? Let me show you real fast. The new newsroom is just about done. I want to show it to you guys real fast. It's our Christmas present here at Wesh. It was supposed to be done, I laugh. I think it was supposed to be done in October. Hey, Nick, can you bring up the lights in the newsroom just so I can show everybody? Check this thing out, y'all. Let's go in. Construction zone, do not enter. Let's enter. Look at this. This is cool. You're going to see it coming to a TV near you. But like, this is cool stuff. It's all lit up like a Gators dockside. It's the assignment desk. I guess that's a conference room. Yeah, so anyway, that's your sneak peek. Christmas is coming. All right, you can bring it down the lights. Look how it goes dark. Pew, 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 pew. It's cool. So anyway, that's going to be fun. All right. All right, listen. Thank you for hanging out for coffee talk. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. I'll see y'all on Wesh 2 cut-ins during the Today Show and on CW 18 through 10. And then I'm doing the noon today. So I'll see you on Wesh 2 News from noon to 1 o'clock. Be good, you all. Take care. Bye.